Recently, I have been providing, along with others from the Greenleaf community, memorial services for some in apartment housing. Funerals, obituaries, and services are all very expensive, but it is important for each of us to grieve and mourn properly, as well as to answer the questions about pain, suffering, and death. For centuries, the religions of the world have provided answers. They have reminded people that pain is a part of the human experience. They saw suffering as an opportunity for personal growth and encouraged us to take personal responsibility to achieve it. In ancient times, Christianity was recognized as having better resources than any other worldviews for facing evil, suffering, and death. And in modern times, Christianity still offers better help for suffering. I'm going to give you 4 unique Christian beliefs that give us hope. First, God did not leave us stranded, but entered into our suffering with the incarnation of Jesus Christ to earth. Secondly, we are rescued from everlasting suffering and death through Christ's work on the cross and His bodily resurrection. Thirdly, God will reverse the curse and restore all things as they were originally, before pain, death, and evil entered the world. And fourthly, God, who is personal, wise, good, and all-powerful, has already begun this reversal and will bring it to its ultimate conclusion. Now, let's look at and anticipate the future restoration of all things. There are better times coming when wrongs will be made right. Revelation 21, 1 through 4 describes life when the curse is removed. Listen to this. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride beautifully dressed for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Now the dwelling of God is with men, and He will live with them. They will be His people, and God Himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. When God comes and dwells among humanity, notice the outcome. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. No more sorrow. Death is gone for good. Pain is gone. Tears are gone. All the old ways of experiencing life are gone. As Christians, we anticipate a new heaven and a new earth. This is the hope that has been promised in Christ. There is nothing more practical for those suffering than hope. We anticipate a future of endless joy and a judgment day when every evil deed will be put right. Hey, hold on to this. How you live now is controlled by what you believe about your future. This is a future we can all anticipate with boundless joy. Are you beat down, depressed, and living a life full of pain? If so, then Revelation 22:17 is speaking directly to your heart. The Spirit and the bride say, Come, and let him who hears say, Come. Whoever is thirsty, let him come, and whoever wishes, let him take the free gift of the water of life. If you are painfully conscious of your need to be refreshed, then come and drink. Drink freely of the water of life. The total work of Christ is to redeem the entire creation from sin. The removal of the curse means that humanity, cultures, and the world will again be as God intended. The curse we live with is real, but it's temporary. God has won the victory over the powers of evil and will eventually set up His kingdom forever. Hear the key spiritual insight. God invites you to find your place in His grand story and to anticipate a restored world without the presence of evil. Now, you should realize too that restoration is already underway. Jesus Christ began reversing things by His resurrection from the dead. Already, many have become new creations in Christ and are getting a taste of the glorious things to come. Lives are being set free from wounds and delivered from bondage. The Spirit is actively involved in our lives during pain and suffering. As Christians, we reflect the many benefits of God's coming kingdom. We are called to leave behind all that belongs to the brokenness of this present world. We are called to model that new creation in the here and now. Our lives display the new creation when we are lighting darkness, when we create what is beautiful, when we become hints of hope by treating others fairly and kindly. Don't miss out on this opportunity by stubbornly hanging on to secret sins and a lifestyle that is dragging you down to misery. Enter this new life and this exciting future by placing your faith in Christ.